In order to maintain this false reality, imposters are needed to play the roles of supposedly real people who are really just characters.
They want to pimp our communities and portray this image that they know we all can't survive and make it, and that's what I saw. Even though I was surviving in the thug life, everybody that was trying to be like me was going to jail. Dudes just want to live a character. They want to be cartoons. Everybody that was trying to be like me was going to jail. Dudes just want to live a character.
The controllers in Hollywood know and understand that the true proficiency behind this theatrical art of sufficiently developing a character and later on playing it is to have different personalities. That way it gives these actors flexibility, which can be drawn upon and used to help them play out their roles with such conviction that the audience is convinced that they are actually that person.
Dolo, I'm the truth. Quit playing with me, boy. Quit playing with me, boy. Pick your pants up, nigga.
It was fake. It was a hoax, nigga. That's Hollywood for you, niggas. Hollywood, you gotta put on a show to make money, you heard me? Fucked up, we get paid off how stupid a lot of y'all haters is. It is what it is, you know? But that's how effective my show was, nigga. I even fooled you. My own people. And I can't even tell y'all what's really going on for my breed. How good it worked. I even had my own people fool. Like, what are you doing? But you got an even bigger check, but this don't, it wasn't for you. You know, we know that. You feel me? It was for Interscope. It was for your people. It was for everybody that eat off you, nigga. You know, you ain't this popping cause like you in that circle, you know, where you making a lot of white people pay, nigga. In history, what two niggas you ever seen show up to a fight and they both record each other on footage? Think about it. Feel me? That's Hollywood.
One must remember, all of this does not only apply to Tupac. It applies for any artist within the entertainment industry. Celebrities are aware of Hollywood being scripted, but aren't allowed to say. Take Life Jennings, for example.
But the R. Kelly shit, man, you know, there's a lot of shit in that just seem weirded as hell to me.
What you mean?
What's weird?
What's weird?
I see, again.
Don't do it, Life. It ain't worth it,
I'm
bro.
listening.
It ain't worth it.
I want to hear
It
this.
ain't worth it.
I know how this go. This music, I know how this go out.
For media training, these artists know what they can and can't say. From fake stories on TMZ to fake deaths, the truth of the matter is, they always tell us what's planned ahead of time. Let's take Jimi Hendrix for an example. He allegedly died on September 18, 1970. A song called Ballad of Jimmy was released, and it predicted Jimi Hendrix's death. The LP was credited to Jimi Hendrix and Curtis Knight. The only version I could find isn't the best quality, but listen closely, he says. That is my story. It has no end. Now Jimmy's gone, he's not alone. His memory still lives on. Like the fox that he named, though they still gained less pain. 5 years, this he said. He's not gone, he's just dead. Notice this record playing has the year release of 1968. Now let's hear the alleged Chubby Checker version.
Though Jimmy's gone, he's not alone. His memory still lingers on, and the thoughts that remain, though they still bring us pain. 5 years, yes, he said, he's not gone, he's just dead.
Some say after Jimmy's death, they went back into the studio and recut the song. The lyrics were altered from the original being about a girl. The focus of the song was now the best friend, Jimmy. However, the 45-inch album was dated 1968, before Jimi Hendrix's death. Now that I think about it, Ballad of Jimmy and Ballad of a Dead Soldier by Tupac, it makes sense.
Ain't nothing colder, listen, you can hear it, the ballad of a dead soldier. This is the ballad of a dead soldier.
The point is, we're always told of these planned events ahead of time. I believe it's because if the truth is ever revealed, they can say they told us, but we didn't listen.
I was gonna get out and actually buy a casket and pretend to come from the dead.
Oh my God.
Cause I got dead tattooed on my hand. I feel like I'm dead.
But you're not,
I'm alive, but I'm dead.
Now, on the ambush and murder of a 20-year-old rapper in Broward County, it appears two men were trying to rob him.
It's great, but I'm dead. So I can't answer any questions about that.
Oh, okay, so you don't want to give us a spoiler or anything like that?
I'm dead.
What about Black Panther 2? Anything?
I'm dead.
No, we're not ready for you to be dead, Chadwick.
But I am. I'm dead.
News right now, actor Chadwick Boseman of Black Panther fame has died at the age of 43.
Five-time NBA champion, former league MVP Kobe Bryant died earlier this afternoon in Los Angeles in a helicopter crash. News reports are just coming in. Among multiple victims, Kobe Bryant on that helicopter.
Look, y'all can watch. I feel so confident and so sure about the man that I am that you can watch me. You can watch me when I fall, when I cry, when I get shot, when I go to jail, when I die. You can watch it.
Shot, when I go to jail, when I die, you can watch it.
Daily I've been stopping murder. Can't tell you how it happened word for word, but best believe that niggas gon' get what they deserve.
The rapper was shot inside of a BMW while stopped at a red light on Koval and Flamingo. We all know the story. He then died 6 days later. The shooting happened after a Mike Tyson fight against Bruce Sheldon at MGM Grand.
September 7th, 1996 was a Hollywood cinema performance arts production filled with actors and agents who helped pull off the illusion or accomplishment of the goal of fooling the public. But let's go back and break down the meaning of all of this. Tupac started to go under the alias Machiavelli later in his career and was under this moniker when his staged fake death occurred. Machiavellianism, which is a negative term used to characterize a devious personality who uses immoral behavior, dishonesty and deceit in order to maintain power and fool the public. Is it a coincidence that Tupac went under this stage name and absorbed its attributes? No. September 7th, 1996 was a Machiavellian theatrical show, a grand illusion in which the public became massively fooled and deceived by a slyly arranged cunning scheme centered and orchestrated around creating the magical illusion of a hip-hop star succumbing to a tragic and violently abrupt end. This was a methodically calculated Hollywood movie production designed to underhandedly and connivingly fool the public. As we stated before, on September 7th, there was no real news channels on scene. All of the footage from that night is claimed and owned by Kotai Entertainment and Exploration Group. Exploration Group is a media administrator on a mission to help music publishers, record labels, and TV film companies. For this to be an unplanned shooting, I wonder why they kept the local news channels away and instead used a company to secure copyrights to the fake crime scene. In Machiavelli's book, The Prince, he uses the metaphor of the fox and the lion to explain the combination of cunning and strength that a political figure must possess in order to maintain control of his audience. Machiavelli stresses that a prince must learn how to imitate both the fox and the lion so that he may draw on the necessary attributes of these beasts when circumstances demand it. What Machiavelli means is that a prudent ruler must act as a fox in order to recognize traps, and as a lion when he must frighten off wolves.
I can't live down this big shadow that I made to protect myself, because it started out as just being, I need to get an alter ego to keep people away from me and to protect myself, which everybody does. You know, like when somebody breaks into your house and you know he's in the house, you wouldn't go in your real voice, "Excuse me, are you breaking in my house?" You would go, "Hey, what you doing in my house?" It's the same thing that I do, you know what I mean? If you're out in the wilderness and I'm just one sheep by myself, I wouldn't go, I want to say my next song, it's called, I would go, you know, woo, fuck the world, you know what I mean? And that's worked, you know what I mean? And not that it's like a total facade, it's me, but it's just blown up.
Machiavelli states that the lion, in its egotism, is defenseless against traps while the fox, in its lion nature, is defenseless against wolves. Therefore, in order to properly execute a grand scheme to fool others, a political figure must mimic the behavior of both types of beasts in order to benefit from their complementary talents and to overcome their differing weaknesses. Notice the MGM lion and the orange shirt that Tupac wore on September 7, 1996. These two things are heavily connected. Machiavelli used the metaphor of the lion and the fox as the exemplary bestial natures to mimic in order to maintain power whilst deceiving others. A lion is strong and brave, but not very cunning, and the fox, with its orange fur, is cunning and easily escapes snares, but isn't very strong. The fox is not merely clever. It can recognize traps, it sees through the deceptions of others. The lion doesn't merely brawl, by its eyes and reputation, it keeps other predators at a distance. Thus you have to be both the lion and the fox so that you will have cunning and strength, fraud and force combined in order to effectively pull off an expedient scheme or hoax. But the orange and lion symbolism goes much deeper. The Leo zodiac sign is represented by the lion. Leo is a fire sign whose color is orange. Orange represents creativity, determination, attraction, success, encouragement, and stimulation. The lion symbolizes strength, courage and leadership as well as regal authority and ruling. Lions represent nobility and royalty. The color orange denotes rulership, courage, fortitude, bravery and exultation. We see the character Tupac introduced in kingly orange garments, and we see the character Tupac exit in orange garments, symbolizing the arrival and departure of the Black Messiah. This is called color magic. Colors are extremely powerful just like numbers are. Orange is the color associated with the performance of magic, illusions and stage arts. Orange is the color of acting and theater. The color orange carries energy vibrations that are symbolic of fire, of expanding energy, entertainment, drama, cinema, power and the omnipotence of the sun. Orange embodies the energy of performing or acting out something to accomplish a goal. A stage crime scene was set up off of Flamingo and Koval. The street parallel to Flamingo is Harmon Avenue. The word Herman, which is composed of the elements Hari equals army and Man equals man. Herman, or Harmon, means man of the army. Harmon is equivalent to Mercury of Roman mythology or Hermes of Greek mythology. Mercury is the ruler of the Gemini. Harmon rules Gemini. Harmon is the symbol of the Gemini and Janus. Orange in numerology equals the number 33. The number 33 is a master number of universal service. It, along with 7, is the divine number of completion and perfection. This number is of an intensified vibration and potency. In spiritual numerology, the numbers 11, 22, and 33 are the 3 master numbers, the highest being 33. This highest of the master numbers represents the 33 vertebrae of the spine, and the resurrection and ascension of the Christos oil up the spine. Thus the number 33 symbolizes the highest spiritual conscious attainable by the human being. 33 represents becoming immortal, so Tupac wearing this color in his debut video and in his last pictures represents the entrance and exit of the regal Black Messiah, the completion of his role.
When people go back to see what we was living like in 1996 and what was going on and how did we feel, I'm almost willing to bet my life, and I am bet my life, and Dog has bet his life. That is going to be our stories that they're listening to. I can guarantee.
The problem with deception is that it is so deceptive. The greatest deception is often hidden in plain sight. Most deception contains elements of truth to deceive the unwary and the ignorant. When people watch Tupac on television, they become absorbed in the performance and are so enamored by the illusory authenticity of his narrative that they believe that he is who he says he is during his duration on the screen. At this point, when the person cannot make any sort of distinction between the persona that is on their screen and who this person may be in real life, the movie and the acting blend together and become as real as so-called reality itself. Breaking news. You were watching a movie, and Tupac just happened to be the star. And you're still watching multiple movies.